Hi, my name is Lakin, and I am a singer, songwriter, and producer on Blindside, the fifth track off of my upcoming album, Silent Conversations. Blindside is probably one of the most important songs on the record. The song is basically about not blindsiding people with our words and our actions, and instead extending empathy to people instead. I think it's very easy, especially in this day and age, to get wrapped up in what your own opinion is and what your version of the truth is, but I think ultimately nobody's ever going to win a battle just based on belief alone. But I do believe that if you sit down face to face with somebody and listen to their story, that could change you. And that in turn can change your beliefs and the ways that you interact with people. So at its core, I think Blindside is really a call to action for us all to extend more empathy to people, especially people that we disagree with. There are a lot of instruments on Blindside. It is very different from some of the other tracks in that sense, because although you have, the basic band elements in it, we stacked a lot of different layers of those instruments in the track, and it was kind of a balancing act of trying to figure out what to bring forth at what time. So on this track, we have Dave Contreras on drums. We have Joseph Salcedo again on bass. Rob Finucane visits us again on the Rhodes. And then I've played the electric guitar. We had Marco Fazio, who helped with production on the song, playing some electric guitar on the track as well. And then it was a huge, huge treat for me to be able to hire for the first time on one of my albums, the Regiment Horns, who create the horn section on Blindside. And last but not least, it was the truest pleasure to have my dad play on this song. This is the first song of the record that he was able to come and add his congas and the percussion toys and all that. And so he came into Marco's studio and we were able to add him into it. And it's really subtle, but if you actually muted his part, you can really tell how much the track is lacking without the congas and without, the shaker and the tambourines and all that stuff. So he really adds kind of that element of live feel to the song. And of course, it's always great to have my dad playing on my stuff. So that was cool. I have been following the Regiment Horns for years. They've been on a lot of different major records. They've been on a lot of major tours. But really, I'd started following them from different underground, up-and-coming indie artists' albums. And really just like their sound. They're just really, really cool, down-to-earth guys and super easy to work with. But it was cool. Once we had done the regular session, which was also done at Rob Columbus's studio, we were able to go back to Rob's studio again to track the horns. And basically the guys took my ideas of kind of where I wanted things and the feel that I was going for, and they made a mock-up, and then we just got in the studio and were able to kind of get some ideas going back and forth until we kind of came together with one sound. And I think when you hear the track, the horns sound really big, but still kind of have a little bit of like a retro, vintage kind of sound. Go back to...
That sounded cool.
I was in the pocket.
Hey, get on my pocket.